Hi, this is Mohammad Zulafi and I will further explain on the next global economy, which is the sharp drop on domestic demand. International Monetary Fund (IMF) have stated that there will be a decreasement on financial crisis as an economic crisis that will bring a huge impact on the global economy during this pandemic. In order to know what is meant by domestic demand, we first need to look on three main aspects, which is consumption, that can be referred as the importance of goods and services purchased by individuals such as clothing, food and shelter, and other basic supplies. Public expenditure can be defined as expenditure that is the level of the federal or state that the government has suffered. And the last one is investment, that can be defined as a purchase with money that is capable of generating income or profit.
There are two indicators that can be seen why there's a sharp drop on domestic demand during this pandemic, which is lockdown and also public health measures. Government of each country had imposed their national lockdown in order to stop spreading the Covid-19 outbreaks in the community. For example, Malaysian government had imposed Movement Control Order MCOs, and our neighbor country, Singapore, had imposed their national lockdown, which namely circuit breaker. For public health measurement, it is a procedure made and established by World Health Organization (WHO) in order to flatten the COVID-19 curve within the country. For example, the public health measures that can be seen is the physical distancing, which is 1 meter distance between one person to another, the work from home, and also the self-quarantine and isolation within 2 weeks, which equivalent to 14 days.
People need to abide with lockdown and public health measures during this pandemic. If there's no purchasement on goods or services, it will bring to a huge economic instability, which is recession. Recession is an economic downturn that lasts for a few months. In recession, it will have a contraction for at least 2 quarters of the GDP. Country that is having an economic recession will affect the downturn on wages, unemployment, and also sales. Moving on to the last global economic impact, which is capital outflows. Capital outflows can be defined as the transfer from a country of assets. Pandemic COVID-19 has rapidly caused dollar financing outflows from emerging market economy (EMEs). This is because of the increase on resilience of foreign currency reserve and also due to the fast and vigorous implementation of the fiscal and monetary policies. It can best be referred to the current situation in Southeast Asia. As of the end of March, Indonesia had a capital outflow of $8.2 billion. If the capital outflows cannot be controlled by the government of each country, it will result in the currency depreciation of that country. Country depreciation can be defined as the fall of value of a country's currency with respect to one or more foreign currency, which is we refer to the current US dollar and Great Britain pound. It can be seen on Indonesia. Indonesia, especially Indonesian rupiah, which have to date depreciated by 14.5%, while Thai baht, Malaysian ringgit, and Singaporean dollar have depreciated by more than 4% in the period from 2nd until 19th March 2020 during this pandemic. We can see that Bank Indonesia has made the supplies of dollar on the spot market and the intervention of non-deliverable through the purchasement of foreign and sovereign bond, which has pumped until 300 trillion Indonesian rupiah, which is equivalent to $18 billion into the market. During a depreciation, national product will be cheaper to buy by foreigner. So, Malaysia government have been done a great action and initiative to curb these capital outflows to be happen in Malaysia during this pandemic by giving stimulus package on 50 ringgit e-penjana or e-wallet to make people buy more Malaysian and supporting on the local MSME sectors.